All right. So if you followed all the other videos and all the steps before, you should right now, you should have bought a domain and you just set up hosting. And within the hosting, they set up WordPress for you by the click of the button. So right now you should be at a blank WordPress site. So this is a site that I just created for what we're doing right now. And it's time to add the plugins and the theme to make this site look better and more functional. So I went ahead and I added these plugins, and I'll show you why I've added them and which ones. Also, don't pay for any plugins. Save your money because you just bought a domain name, you just paid for hosting. So let's not pay for a theme. We'll use a free theme, and we'll use free plugins. I'll show you some paid ones, or I'll tell you about them, but I want you to save your money until we're making money with the site. So I added the jQuery pin it buttons for images. This is basically what this one does is I put the image right there, and when you mouse over it, the pin it button comes up. Pinterest is really great, depending on the niche you're in. I mean, insurance and loans are not really a hot on Pinterest, but if you're in the health, fitness niche, I have another health and fitness site, and Pinterest was getting thousands among thousands of visitors every day. I actually haven't even signed into my Pinterest account in probably a year, and people are still sharing the pins and coming back to my website every day. It's just something that it just goes viral. So you definitely want to add that, and then I'll go into the posts later on when we do the content. But you definitely want the image up front. Use that plugin. So I also have Quick AdSense. Quick AdSense allows you to see, I have AdSense here, and I usually go 300 by 600. I've tested it out, and that works the best on the right-hand column. Also, don't put AdSense at the very top where you would think. You want to drop it down a little bit, because what happens is when people come to your site, they see the headline, the image, the recent posts at the top, but then right away they scroll down to start reading. And right when they scroll down and start reading, you have your AdSense right here. So that's why you want it down a little bit from the top. And you always want 728 by 90 up towards the top, just a little bit of content above it. And then you go with the ad, and then you wait just a little bit more, hit them with another one. And then what you can do, I've done on my health site that works out well, is at the very end, I put a content.ad, and that's like 8 big blocks of pictures, and they're all ads, and that does pretty well. If you can squeeze out like a $12 CPM on that, it's definitely worth it, especially that's all the way at the bottom. Let's go through some of these other plugins. This one I think came with it. I didn't install that. I use share this. So share this are these fancy buttons at the top, and on as I scroll down, this bar on the left, and at the bottom, you always want to have share buttons at the top, and you always want the scroll button, the scroll bar. It follows them no matter where they are. The idea is to get as much social traffic and social proof as possible to generate traffic. Let's see what else we got in here that can help you out. In the permalinks, I use post name. That's like a must, because originally the default is just like a question mark p equals and a number for the number of the post. So I always go with the post name. It's better for SEO purposes. So that's something I always change. Let's go back to plugins. I do the date remover because, say for some reason you go on vacation and you don't make a post for a week, you don't want the blog or site to look like it's inactive. So I just take out the dates. So no matter what, when people come to the site, they always think it's, just in your mind or their mind, they always feel like it's fresh content, even though it's not. It's just something that it kind of helps the site out. I mean, especially if you're only posting maybe once a week, you would hate for somebody to go like back to page 2 or 3 of posts and it's like 3 months old. So take the date out. I use this WP Super Cache. It just basically helps speed up your website a little bit. And when you start doing a lot more traffic or you have a lot of images on the site, it's something that I would definitely put in. Then we'll go to let's go into the theme section. So you basically start off with the basic theme. As you can see, I've installed the Max Mag theme, which I use on another site. I've been using Genesis. That's actually like the framework, and then you pick a theme within it. I've been using that for years, but you can definitely just stick with one of the basics. You go with this 2012, or I know there's a ton of here. Add new theme. There's a ton of freebies in here that you can just grab. So that's what I'm saying is I wouldn't. No, this one's nice. This is Rock Metro. I wouldn't spend money especially if you're tight on a budget. I definitely wouldn't spend money on a theme right away. I would start getting traffic before I dropped, I don't know, even like $40 and then, or 59, whatever they are now. I would just save the money, spend it on an autoresponder, which I'll get into in a little bit, or, some of the other tools that are actually going to help you right away rather than a theme when there are some nice ones that you can get right in here. And then on the plugin front and themes, that's about it. It covers the pictures for Pinterest. It covers the sharing for everything. I covered how to get AdSense on there, and then on top of AdSense, where to post them. I would always go, like I said, to the 728 by 90s, and I always go with 300 by 600 on the right hand bar. Also, you can try to get rid of, if you wanted to, one of the 728 by 90s and put a 300 by 250 inside the content. Every once in a while, that outperforms. But I found that the 728 by 90, probably 90% of the time, does better than the 300 by 250 inside the content. If you didn't know, you sign up for Google AdSense, and you get the code in there, and then you just go to settings in Quick AdSense and set it up. It's very, very easy. See, this is what it looks like. So you can assign the ads to after I have them after paragraph 2, after paragraph 6. You can do beginning of the post, middle of the post, end of the post. It gives you a lot of options, and just remember, I think you're only allowed 3 AdSense blocks per page, but you can also use Quick AdSense for regular ads also. When you go down here, I can add like a content.add in ads 3 and assign that to the end of the post, just like this. Ads 3, end of the post, and then it would show content.add. Or I can put a banner in there with clickable banner and send it to an affiliate offer. So really, you can do Quick AdSense is just like for all types of ads. It's really great. It's one of the highly recommended plugins that you can get, and those are the free ones I would go with. Another one that I use, I'm not exactly sure if it's free or not because I forget. It's called Monarch, and I have it on my blog, my success report. And when you scroll all the way down, it pulls up the share toolbox on the bottom right. Or when you go to leave the page, it brings a pop over that asks you to share the article. I don't know if that was a paid. I think it was, so that's why I don't really recommend it right away. But it does add a couple extra shares, And if you do go that way, make sure to hide those bars from the mobile section, from mobile users, because some of these pop-ups and stuff that work great on the desktop don't always work so great on your phone. So make sure you check it with an iPhone or a Droid before you just leave it. So that basically covers the plugins and the themes, just to get you started. I mean, not even to get you started, just to run your regular blog. Those are pretty much all I use, with a couple extra bells and whistles, ones that are paid. But just go to the next video, and if you're just getting on here and you watch this one, remember, go back to the site, start on video 1, and go through the process.